Alright, welcome everybody to the tutorial on how to install apps that you download outside of Google Play, and then a short playthrough in the actual game itself. Super Node Breaker, obviously. So right here I'm running, I'm on an Android device running 7.0, which is Nougat. So first let's tell you how to be able to even set up or install an application that's downloaded outside of Google Play. So first off, either swipe down with one finger or two fingers. Two fingers brings up this menu that has all sorts of options on here. The one that you're concerned with is the settings menu, but with a single swipe, you'll notice that the settings isn't there. If you click on the little down arrow, it brings up your settings menu. And this little gear icon brings up the actual settings menu with all the settings. So on Nougat in particular, and I believe on Oreo it's pretty similar. So you go to General, and you want to scroll down to Security. So that brings up your security menu. And what you want to do is scroll down until you find Unknown Sources. This allows the installation of applications from sources other than Google Play. Just swipe and turn that on. I'm going to turn it off and back on real quick. You'll see that it brings up a little notification. Do you want to allow apps that may or may not damage your... I recommend not installing apps that are downloaded outside of Google Play if you don't know where they're coming from. So go ahead and allow. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now I can install applications that have been downloaded outside of Google Play. Let's go back to the home screen. Now I've already downloaded the Super Node Breaker file, and I'm going to show you how to get to that exactly. You need a file manager. And I believe on older operating systems, they don't come with a file manager, but you can download one through Google Play. On the newer operating system, a file manager comes incorporated with it. So, and you can find that by going into the All Applications, which is that button there. I'm going to go ahead and open up File Manager. And so you'll have internal storage and external storage. I have everything basically set to install and download to my external storage. It's bigger than my internal storage. So if I click on that little arrow there, you'll see internal and external. My internal is almost full, whereas my external has plenty of space. So we go into the external hard drive, or the SD card rather. I go into my download directory, and you can see this is where things get downloaded to, pictures, etc. SNB Super Node Breaker version 0.3.0. That is the current build, which I built yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. Go ahead and click on that, and that will bring up the installation. So you'll see that it gives the name of the application, any special required permissions, but Super Node Breaker doesn't require any special permissions. Click on the install. It'll go through a couple seconds and install. Alright, application is installed. You can either go ahead and open it directly, or grab and drag the icon out to your one of your desktops. Okay, and we're back. I've dragged the icon here. Right now it's just a default Unity icon with the title. Eventually that'll be an actual stylized icon, but I am not really a pixel artist, so right now we're just dealing with the default. Alright, so you can see, let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit. There is a little notification that pops up. It asks if you want to allow Super Node Breaker to access photos, media, and files on your device. It doesn't actually access any of that besides the save files. So if you want it to save your progress, allow access to files. That's how it reads and writes to those save files. So go ahead and allow it. And now, in just a few seconds, it will load up the game, and we'll go through a little bit of gameplay. Alright, here we go. We got the intro screen. Tap that. Come on. Alright, brings up the game. You can see that you start off with 100 credits. Well, maybe not. The focus is pretty terrible on this webcam. So, anyway, you bring it up. Play menu, hero menu. This is where all your upgrades and whatnot will happen. These menus aren't available at the moment. Hero menu will bring you into the upgrades. So you can see these guys are little test things. Right now, all it is changing the titles. Eventually, there'll be a little indicator stating, like highlighting the hero that you actually have selected. So it'll make it a little bit more intuitive. But down here on the currently selected hero, which is the only one that you can do at the moment, because the other ones are locked, but you can see hero locked. Alright, so we go into this one. This is the drops that the hero will have. So size up, extra balls, come on, size down. So size up and size down are your paddle size, and you can tell by the descriptions here. And you noticed I swiped to scroll, and then paddle stun. So the stun is like if this power up hits your paddle, it'll stun the paddle, so you can't move the paddle for half a second, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but in later levels, when the ball is flying around the screen, a half a second can be an eternity. So you change, or you upgrade by swiping, or dragging and dropping left and right on the scroll bar, and you can see that it is actually changing a price, and you can see what the new powers are for the, or the spawn strengths are going to, so. But we aren't going to upgrade one of those yet. We're going to go into the hero's powers. And you can see up here that you have your icons. First one is damage, increases the damage of each shot. The clock is the delay, so the delay between each shot. You can either increase or decrease that delay, depending on your playstyle. So if you increase it, it will stretch out the time between shots, and that'll allow you to line up better shots and lengthen the time that your power is going. And you can still collect energy as you're shooting, by the way, so not a huge deal. But if you want to activate it and try and get all the shots off as quickly as possible, maybe you want to go the other way. And then lastly, you have the number of shots that the number of laser bolts that it shoots. So currently it's at 4, and with this early access hero here, it's only 4 or 5. Come on. There we go. So, new strength will be 5, purchase for 100 credits. Let's grab that. Bam, purchase complete. So now, every time I activate my power, it'll shoot 4 laser bolts instead of, or excuse me, 5 laser bolts instead of 4. Ooh. Let's go back and get into a game. Ooh, missed. This is very weird playing through a screen. Classic mode, cube mode, and saga mode coming soon. Alright, so I drag and drop to launch. Ooh, lucky me. 1% chance of that actually spawning, and it spawned. Ooh, and lucky thing that spawned, because I died instantly, so I wasn't paying attention. So we'll play through a couple levels here, and just kind of show it off. You can see I've increased my paddle speed, so the move speed of the paddle is better. It feels better anyway, and I've also increased the ball speed. So it'll start off at a certain speed, but as you hit it, it will get faster and faster up to a maximum. In later waves, that start speed is higher, but even in these early levels, you can get the ball going pretty dang quick, which just feels really nice. So now, I have my power completely charged, and, ooh, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang, alright, hold on. Alright, so, little snafu there, no big deal. So, when you die, be it from a camera malfunction or whatever, you can either watch an ad. Typically those ads are, I believe, between 20 and 30 seconds, or you can go directly to the results screen. That's a choice. Since I don't know, again, copyright and all that jazz, I'm not going to show you any ads. But we'll go to the results screen. And you can see here, there's a little bit of a change here. So, new record, this is the first game I've played on this playthrough. You can see that I have recorded a new score, and I cleared one wave in 38 seconds. And these will change as you go along. Those are saved. I earned a total of 8 coins. Can you see that? Yeah, 8 coins. And that gives me a total of 8 because I had 100 and I spent them there. But if you're going for, or if you're playing through trying to get up stuff and you don't want to go back to main menu, you can easily check and see how many you have total, like if you're going for a certain upgrade. So you can see current game and current records. So current game, scores, and high scores. So we're just going to go directly back into a game. Okay, back to the main menu, I guess. So, there we go. We're going to go back in, play one more game, see how high we can get. Really awkward playing it, like, around stuff. Alright, so I have the power up, and I'm going to use it in just a second here. Now, you can either click the button on screen, or you can double tap. That's something I added recently, just to make it more fun, or easier to activate it. You can just double tap, and it'll activate the power up, the hero power. Little yellow dot, or the little yellow discs are coins, or credits rather. That's how you purchase the upgrades. Now, rather than double tapping, I'm going to activate it that way. Oh, and I missed. Dang. Okay, so basic gameplay right there. And let's see if I made any records. I did. I actually cleared the wave 1 in less time than it took me to clear it the last time. So, but I did not beat my score. So you can see the high scores and the current game scores. Earned and total. So I've gone up by 5 credits, giving me a total of 13. And I'll eventually keep, getting more credits. So I'll be able to buy more upgrades, make the hero power better, make the spawn rates better. And then eventually, sooner rather than later, hopefully, I will have the cube mode, which will be how you earn qubits, and that'll be how you purchase the new heroes and upgrade the hero level, which will get you better stats on your hero upgrades. And in classic mode is where you collect keys, and keys are how you get into the cube mode. Alright, come on. Go up. That's a little small, I might have to up the size on that, or make it a back arrow or something. Anyway, go into credits. All the jobs, still me. No changes in UI, fonts, and all that jazz. So, thank you, Rob and Alan, my Patreon supporters. Thank you for joining me. Hope you all have a wonderful one, and I can't wait to hear feedback.